Today, I'm completely abandoning the campfire, and I will survive 99 nights in the forest living inside of the new cave biome. I'm not allowed to return to the campfire, I can't craft, I can't cook, and most importantly with no defense. I have no idea how I'll survive against the hungry monsters at nighttime. So I'll be giving myself 10 days to gather as many resources, and then I'm forced to move into the cave. So stick around until the end because I do also find some secret spots inside of the cave biome. And let's just say things get insane. Alright, so let's just go and get this fire going. And there we go. But with the rest of our logs, let's just go ahead and dump that in the grinder and get ourselves this map. And let's be smart about the placement and place it outside of the campfire. So if we do need to access this, we will come back here later on. So we are spending 99 nights inside of the new cave biome. But let's just be careful because before even entering in, we do have to max out this campfire and get a lot of weapons. So let's just enjoy the nature right now and we will be back here. So let's just continue picking up all the coal pieces and let's just get some food, please. And very quickly, we did find a cabin. So let's just go ahead and loot up this crate. And I do want to pick up all of these chairs. And let's go. We got the good sack. So far, we are off to a good start. So let's just go ahead and kill a couple wolves because if we can get this pelt, that means we can get this spear. And let's go. We got it. Before we even do anything, let's make sure we put the chairs in there. And now let's get this fire going. But that was just enough for fire level 3. And you know what? Since we're already here at Dino Kid's cave, let's just go ahead and get rid of all of these wolves so that when we come back here later on, all we have to do is just save Dino Kid. So let's put the key in there and we will be back. And it looks like we did get the winter biome, so that means we do have the owl. But I'm not gonna lie, we are not gonna see this owl. All we're gonna see inside of this cave is this bat. But I'm fine with that because I think I know how to avoid him. But I'm not gonna leak anything, so we are gonna go ahead and oh my gosh, we got 2 fuel canisters back to back. And then out of the chest, we got we got an old rod. Like, I am not gonna pick that up because you can just get a fishing rod from this fishing cabin right over here. So let's just continue on and pick up all of these coal pieces. And I'm sorry, Jerry, but we are gonna have to pick you up and put you inside of this campfire. Bam, fire level 4. But I'm not gonna lie, since the pelt trader is here, we do need to get this bunny's foot. So very quickly, let's kill some bunnies. Please just give me your smelly little toe, please. Thank you. So very quickly, let's just go ahead and trade with this pelt trader now before he does leave. And we do have the good sack, so let's get an old flashlight. And then with the wolf's pelt, we will go ahead and get ourselves this spear. Perfect. I see another piece of coal over there. We'll take that. We'll take the microwave. And I'm not going to bother looting up any of these chests now just because we already have a good sack. And that's probably the best item we can get out of that. But as for now, let's just make sure we only pick up coal. And very quickly, let's just loot up this house. I will take the chairs because that's all I want from over here. Perfect. We got fire level 5 just like that. But very quickly, I do want to know what time it is. So let's get ourselves this sundial and this compass. And we will get the rest later on. So now that it is fire level 5, we can get this giant sack and this strong axe. Alright, we just entered the bear zone. So this is where all the good loot is gonna be. But this gets very dangerous because just like that, we already have to get rid of 4 wolves. So let's just take out our spear and whack them just like that. And I will take their pelt because if we get very unlucky with this chest, we can just use the pelt trader on day 5 when he arrives. But as for now, out of the first golden chest, we got a defense blueprint, but I'll take this rifle on the floor. And you know what? Since we're already here at Squid Kid's cave, let's just go ahead and get rid of these bears. Just one more shot and there we go. We got rid of the bear, the key's in there, and we will be back later on. And out of the chest, we got, oh my god, we got an iron body, but I'm not gonna lie, we don't need that because we do have this alien body. But I will take this fuel canister. Hey, yo, what's happening to homeboy over here? And this cabin kind of looks juicy, so let's go ahead, check this bad boy out. And there is a bandage. Let's go. That's our first one. We're gonna need a ton more. And then out of the chest, we got a giant sack. Let's go. That's gonna save us so much time going back and forth now. So let's just go ahead and pick up everything we see now. So I will pick up this microwave once again, and we are gonna need a ton of scrap to get all of the beds. So let's just go ahead and continue picking up all the scrap. Let's go. Another fuel canister. And we got a blueprint, but I'm gonna ignore that for now, and let's just continue looting up. Oh my gosh, there's 3 fuel canisters just sitting here. It seems like we might have some good luck over here. And then we did get a med kit. Let's go. But hopefully we do find a church very soon or a clinic because we're gonna need a lot more if we want to survive. But it is only day 3, so we are doing a pretty good job right now. Let's go. We found a church. So let's just take all of the med kits and all of the heals in here. Oh my god, we just gotta be careful because we are not trying to die out here. But oh my gosh, there's another 2 fuel canisters, so let's grab that. And I'm pretty sure our inventory is full, so let's go back to the campfire. All right, very quickly, we do have some chairs, so let's just make sure we dump it in there first. And then with the rest of the fuel canisters, and we do have a ton. Is this gonna be enough? And it was enough for fire level 6 on day 3. That is insane. So let's just go ahead and put our extra fuel canisters here. We will use them before leaving this campfire. And hopefully we do find this stronghold soon, because we do have to make our way inside on day 5 to get all of these cultist gems. Let's go. We found the stronghold. So let's just make sure we mark this on our map, and we will be back here later on. And yo, we did find a ruby chest too. So if we can get a chainsaw or the tactical shotgun, that will help us out a lot. Let's go. We got the tactical shotgun. Oh my gosh. We're gonna save the ammo for when we enter this cave, because the cultists in there are very strong. So let's just go ahead and, oh my gosh, there was a strong flashlight on top over here. So we'll take that. All we're missing now is this strong axe, but hopefully we find that pretty soon. Let's go. We did find an oil barrel too, so that's gonna help us keep the fire running. And we just found 2. We didn't find just 1. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? Let's take this ammo and let's do this parkour real quick. So from chest number 1, we got a med kit. Oh my. And then out of chest number 2, we got, okay, we already got a strong flashlight, so I'm not gonna bother taking that. So very quickly, if we want to avoid fighting him, we just jump down over here, and since he jumped down too, we can just go back up and loot up this chest. And from chest number 3, we got, oh my god, we got an iron body, but we do not need that, so let's get out of there. And oh my gosh, there's another entrance inside of this cave, so we will be back here later on to check them all out. Very quickly, let's check out this shed right over here, and there is a car engine. We'll take that. And oh my gosh, there's a kiwi. But you know what, we are gonna be nice and let him free tonight. So very quickly, let's just get rid of these cultists, because they did spawn in. This was pretty easy, because just like that, they're already dead. And if y'all look, we did get a cultist gem, but I'm not gonna lie, we are gonna need plenty more of those, because if y'all look over here, we need 2 cultist gems for this crafting bench level 4, 1 for this giant bed, and 1 for this oil drill if we want to keep this fire going when we're outside of it. So let's just go ahead and make our way towards the stronghold, because over there we will be able to get 2 more cultist gems. But first, let me just empty out our sack, and I will place the extra fuel over here, because we will use that later on when we leave. So let's just make our way inside, and let's clear this out. But this should be fairly simple, because the stronghold is only level 1, and y'all have seen my other videos, and you all know that this is a piece of cake for me. And I'm not gonna lie, I could probably use this tactical shotgun to make this faster, but we do have to save the ammo on that. Let's just get rid of the crossbow guy first, because he is so annoying, and our health is very low. So let's pop a med kit, and then just go in circles with him, and bam, get onto the last floor. The same process on this end. And out of this ruby chest, I do hope we get this chainsaw, because that's gonna save us a lot of time farming up logs. So let's just deal with this last stack right over here, and there we go. Just like that, the gate is open. So first things first, let's grab the cultist gems, and now let's loot up this ruby chest. And we got another tactical shotgun. I mean, if we need that, I will use that, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we need another tactical shotgun. And then of course, I am gonna pick up these diamonds, but just in case, can I pick this up too? No, we can't pick this up. So let's just go ahead and wait, where did it go? Are you kidding me? Where did this shotgun go? It just disappeared into thin air. I was gonna bring it downstairs so we can use it later, but whatever. All right, so let's empty out our sack now, and now we do have enough cultist gems, but we are missing a ton of logs. So let's just go ahead and find ourselves this strong axe first, and then we will go ahead and chop up some logs. All right, there is a treehouse over here, so let's test our luck inside. And we got, oh my god, we got an iron body. Are you kidding me? At this point, we're probably gonna have to kill some bears for their pelts if we don't get this ASAP. But first, I do want to loot up this hospital, so let's make our way inside. Let's take these bandages and these chairs, because that's a lot of metal, and we'll just take another 2 bandages. And since we're already here, we might as well get rid of these wolves. So let's just go ahead, group them up, and shoot them with this laser cannon. There we go. We got the key now. So let's drop that in there. Let's bring back some meat to the campfire, and hopefully the pelt trader is waiting for me. No, sadly the pelt trader is still not here, so we are gonna have to use our old axe for now to farm up some wood, but hopefully we do have enough time to get all of the logs we need. If we don't, then well, we're just gonna have to bite the dust, I guess. So let's go ahead and get straight to chopping with our old axe until we get this strong axe. Perfect. I was cutting up some trees, and the pelt trader is here. So let's go ahead and give him this bear pelt, and let's get ourselves this strong axe now, so it'll go even faster now.
A few minutes later.
So after some time, we do have 236 scrap and 167 logs. So let's just go ahead and get ourselves all of these beds now. So we will go ahead and get this good bed. Let's get this crafting bench level 4. And finally, let's get this giant bed. And then very quickly, I am going to get a lightning rod. And let's just place this lightning rod right over here just in case if we do need to access this map later on. And we did get another cultist gem from this cultist raid. So let's dump that in there. And now we do have an extra one so we can get this oil drill. But I'm not going to lie, I do want this to get a bit harder, so we won't go ahead and do that. And now with the rest of our logs, we are just going to go ahead and just spend it on farm plots because there's literally nothing else we can spend it on. So just like that, we got 8 farm plots. And now that it is day 9, let's just go ahead and place down all of these beds because after day 9, we are not allowed inside of this campfire no more. But as for now, let's just make the most of today and let's just go rescue some kids so we can get this multiplier up. Since we already killed the wolves over here, let's just go ahead and save Dino Kid. So let's grab him and now let's make our way to the next kid. So the closest kid was Squid Kid, so let's just make our way inside over here. And we already killed the wolves over here too, so let's grab Squid Kid. And now let's just make our way towards Kraken Kid because that's the next closest cave. Alright, here we are, and we already killed the wolves over here, so let's just go ahead and get Kraken Kid. Alright, so we are back, so let's drop off these kids over here, and let's just make the most of tonight before we leave. And just like that, we are not allowed back inside of this campfire. So I hope y'all like my little lightning rod base because I had a ton of extra scrap, so I just wanted to use it. But anyways, let's just go ahead and mark the koala kid, and we will save her. But first, I do want to make my way inside of this cave because y'all have been waiting for such a long time now. So let's make our way inside, and oh my gosh, what does this even say? It is blind, take cover when it screams. Okay, that's fine, we'll do that. And right away, we are greeted with this bat, and oh my god, he attacked us right away. But anyways, this is the new cultist that spawned in down over here, so let's just go ahead and get rid of them. Oh my gosh, we got hit by the bat. Are you kidding me? Okay, but that's fine. We got rid of the cultist over there, and we do have some food, so I want to drop it down. And oh my gosh, not all of it is cooked, but that's fine. But anyways, I do want to show y'all the first secret spot. So the first secret spot is right over here. What you have to do is make your way flush against this wall, and then what you want to do is open up the chat and write /e dance 2. Do the dance, and then you just want to time it right over here, and there we go. Just like that, you are inside of this secret room. And trust me, no one can attack you at all, but you do have to make sure you do have a lot of food. But we don't have a lot of food, so let's just get our butt out of here. Alright, so let's just continue taking care of all of these cultists, but this should be fairly easy because just like that, they are already gone. So I do want to pick up my food once again because I'm probably gonna starve to death if I don't. And oh my gosh, they spawned in again. Are you kidding me? So after we clear out this stage, there should be some statues that we'll be able to access. So I do want to show that because it gets pretty cool out there. But let's just make our way down over here. Let's get rid of this guy with our spear. So let's just take out our spear and whack him. And what's pretty cool about this cave is that there are like some scriptures all around, but I'm not gonna lie, I am not able to decipher that, but it looks pretty cool, you know? And same goes for this crystal. I don't know why, but it changes colors. But anyways, we did clear that level out, so let's just go ahead and pick a statue. So we do have two options. We do have the blessing of the deer, which increases day length and decreases night length. Yo, that is OP. And then what is this? Decreases the amount of lightning. Hell nah, we are not gonna pick that. We are gonna pick the deer because we're not even gonna have to deal with the lightning. We live in a cave. So let's click blessing of the deer, and yo, this animation looks so cool. I think they did an amazing job on this update. So blessing of the deer 1 has been granted, increases day length and decreases night length. Perfect. So very quickly, let's just go ahead and detonate this. So if we do need to escape for some food, we can just get out over here. And I mean, there's not really much except for this part over here. And what's over here? It would be pretty cool if they added some chest over here, but this is completely empty. So let's just go ahead and progress further inside. So the cultists are going to spawn in once again, but this is not going to be too hard just yet. When the big cultists spawn in, that's when it's going to get pretty challenging because trust me, they are like juggernauts. They have so much health, it's insane. And the only time we'll probably get outside of this cave is probably for our hunger. And you can't blame me for that because it's not possible to place down these farm plots over here. So we pretty much farmed up wood for nothing. And oh my gosh, we just did a circle back. So let's make our way back out there. There he is! This is the juggernaut cultist I was talking about. This guy is massive. And look at the weapon he has. He has like some sort of axe. It would be pretty cool if we can get this axe too for this week's update. We got rid of him, but over here, there are some more cultists. Let's deal with these guys. And thankfully, we don't have to deal with any crossbow cultists. So this is actually pretty cool. Oh my god, oh my god. We got hit. We got hit. But that's fine. He doesn't do much other than this supersonic move. So let's just continue whacking them. And we do have to be careful of our health because we only have 4 medkits and 2 bandages. I'm not sure how many levels there are at this cave, but it gets pretty deep. So we are going to be here for a while. So we do have the owl over here. Decreases the chance of rain, but I'm not going to lie. We live in a cave, so we don't need that. And decreases the amount of lightning. Are you kidding me? Both of them are useless. But you know what? If we had to choose, I would choose decrease amount of lightning because the lightning is probably the most annoying thing in this game. So we'll click that, and then right away, I do want to detonate this. So we do have an escape route. Oh my gosh, we just flew with that. And is there anything else over here? There seems to not be. There is a little cool hideout though. Oh wait, no, we can climb up on top over here, but we can't get further than this. So I'm probably just gonna leave it like that. And what's pretty cool about this cave is at nighttime, nothing comes to get us. So we can probably just chill here and nothing will happen. But I'm pretty sure the bat is gonna be deep in there. And oh my gosh, there's 2 of these big guys now. So we do have to be extra careful. You know what? We do have a tactical shotgun. What am I doing? Let's just go ahead and use this bad boy. But it is gonna run out pretty fast. So let's just make the most of our shots. And there we go. He's dead. So let's check out what's deeper inside over here. What else could there be? Okay, there is another crystal. And if y'all look, it's still yellow. But there we go. It's blue now. And this bat is actually pretty easy to avoid. As long as we're not being grouped up by these cultists, we should be fine. Okay, let's deal with these cultists over here too. And oh my gosh, it is pitch dark. I can barely see anything right now. And I am trying to keep as much range as possible because we can't be getting hit out here. That will hurt us a lot. Oh my gosh, the bat is back, but that's fine. We got rid of the cultist. Oh my gosh, we are getting hungry, so let's eat some more food. We are also running out of food, so we might have to make an escape soon. But we will come back in here. Don't y'all worry, all right? Every bullet counts right now. Where did they spawn? Oh, they spawned right over there. Okay, let's take out our laser cannon because there are a bunch. Oh my gosh, we're so close. Come on. Perfect. We get to choose another statue, and I do see a deer, so I do want to choose that. Okay, we do have the ram, so it's ram level 2 now, but we don't want that. We want the blessing of the deer. Increase day length and decrease night length. Perfect. Let's choose the deer once again, and there we go. The animation is so cool. I like it so much. So let's detonate this again, and okay, we do have to get some food now because that's pretty much all we have. So let's get our butt outside, get some food, and get back inside. Wait, you won't be able to re-enter until everyone else leaves. Yes, I am sure. I want to get out of here, but I will be back. Don't y'all worry. So we're just gonna kill these wolves, take their food, and then we are gonna jump right back in. And this is the food that we're gonna use to survive. So it would have been pretty cool if we did get an infernal sack, but that's fine. We'll make the most of this. Oh my gosh, this is the red zone now. What does this even mean? Does this mean like dangers ahead? All right, let's get rid of that guy. There's one more guy left. But let's try aiming for the head. All right, let's make our way back inside, and we can barely even see anything, but there's 2 more cultists over here. Wait, are they even cultists? Like, what even are they called? Are they like cultist juggernauts? Like, what even are they? Okay, let's take out our tactical shotgun again, but we only have 8 bullets left, so we gotta make the most of that. Okay, they are dead, and oh my gosh, there's another 2 coming straight for me. Are you kidding me? There's another 2 coming my way. Oh wait, never mind. This is the last bullet, and there we go. We are completely out. All we got is a rifle now and a laser cannon. So let's just get this to turn blue because I don't know why it's not turning blue. Oh, there it is. It's blue now. We can't even mine this. It would be pretty cool if we can get some diamonds out of this. They have some artwork of this owl and the ram entity, but hey, I guess we'll find out more about that later on. Let's just say that the devs are cooking up something pretty juicy in this storyline, so I do want to find out what it's all about. And oh my gosh, we are getting hungry, so let's hurry up with this, please, or else we might actually die here. This would be pretty bad if we die. And there we go. He is dead, but let's quickly eat some steaks because we are starving out here. All right, let's just continue on with this path. So this is where we left off, and yo, another one came. This has to be a cat. Like, yo, come on, that is so sick. What's the storyline of this cat though? Like, what's his purpose? Whatever that is, I do want to find that out. And yo, the bat's right over there. The bat's right over there. All right, let's go straight down over here, and of course these guys come right back, and we ran out of ammo for a rifle. So all we got is this laser cannon and this spear. We can't forget about that. There we go. We whacked the boy and he's dead. And what is over here? Please tell me this. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's 3 cultists. But it seems like this is the end of this part because that is the gate. All right, let's shoot them one more time. And okay, there they are. They are finally dead. But wait, there is another cultist that spawned in. So let's get rid of this guy. Oh my gosh, we do have Blessing of the Deer 3. So increase day length and decrease nighttime. But what is this owl? Decreases chances of rain. We do not want that. Let's go ahead and pick this deer. So our deer is level 3 now, so I'm pretty sure that's maxed out. Perfect. Let's detonate this. Blessing of the deer 3 has been granted. Perfect. And yo, we reached the end of this cave. So that means we completely explored this cave. There's absolutely nothing else inside. So we just have to hide out here until we reach 99 nights. But I do want to go back and explore some more because who knows, there might be some secret rooms that y'all don't know of. But very quickly, we are starving. So let's just go ahead and get our butt out and get some more food. Oh my gosh, a bear literally spawned on me as I was getting out of the place. So let's just go ahead and get rid of this guy. But all we have is this laser cannon. So this is the only thing we can spam at this bear. And ooh, we did find a piece of cake. So I'm probably going to eat that for now because we do need that. And there is a church here, but I think we already looted it up. No, we didn't loot it up. So we can just loot up all of these bandages now. So let's take every single piece and let's get our butt out of there. That was a perfect robbery. So let's get this bandage too and let's get out of there. And we did find another bandage. So I guess I'll take that. That's pretty cool. And oh my gosh, we got another one too. All right, so we do have enough food. So let's just go ahead and place down these farm plots over here, I guess, because there's nowhere else we can place them. And let's plant the rest of the farm plots over here. So if we need some food, we can just get outside of this cave. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get our butt back inside of this cave. Are you kidding me? I got gameplay plus. Like, what does that even mean? Yo, it's been like 20 minutes and if y'all look, my character is still floating up in the air and I can still eat food. Alright, so we are dying for some reason. I don't know how, but our HP is going low. So I want to see if we can just revive. Perfect, we can revive. So y'all, you do have to spare me for this because this is not my fault, alright? So I am gonna revive, but this is not my fault. Just know that. Alright, so we are back over here and thankfully all of our loot is here. So let's just pick up all of our heals. Alright, we should be good now. So let's just make our way in from the front. And please don't do it to me. Thank you. It didn't do it to me again, so we're good. So now we can just redo everything we did, but it seems like the cultists are gone forever now, so that's good. There's some more scripture over here. So what does this say? This says the bat can't see, question mark, I guess. So let's just continue making our way throughout this cave. There's another crystal over here, but we can't smack any of them. And I mean, it looks like people are praying to the deer, so it looks like they want their blessing. So he might be like some sort of entity. And then over here, there is another empty cave. And wait, we didn't get this one to go blue. Oh my god, so this actually makes sense. So when we shine a light on the crystal, it lights up the entire cave. And yo, there is a map inside of this cave. So let's just continue and follow this map. That's pretty cool. That's something new. There's another writing over here. What is this? That's the ram and that's the volcano. So the volcano's erupting. So basically this just says volcano equals ram. But we already knew that. That's something new. This is probably another secret spot. So you can definitely glitch in here. This is probably where the bat comes out of. It seems like it. And there is another crystal over here, but we can't really light it up because we ran out of batteries. So we'll just have to ignore that for now. And then of course there is a crystal here, so it lights up everything. There's some more scriptures on the wall, but it's just the ram and the owl, nothing special. And then this one is pretty cool to me. This is just a cat. Like, what is the cat's purpose with the story? I really want to know that. There is another hideout spot over here, but there's plenty of them inside of this cave, so you can just pick whichever one you want. We just explored every single inch of this cave, and there's not really much but except for these statues, and we are on day 89, so we are so close to finishing this challenge. But I am getting hungry, so let's just go ahead and eat some morsels. Are you kidding me? Our campfire only went out now on day 89, but I mean, it doesn't even matter because not much is happening inside of this cave. It's actually pretty easy to survive inside of here. Once you've cleared it out, all you have to do is just gather a bunch of food and nothing will spawn in against you. So I think we're doing a pretty good job so far. So we'll just stay here until day 99 and I'll see you all in a little bit. Finally, after 95 minutes, we survived 99 nights at the new BATS biome. So hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace!